Well, hi, just a short video to change this NAND on a 5S. I took this NAND off a while ago and sent it to my friend in Australia. Thanks Lee, fixing things for you for this. He sent it back today, so now I'm going to put it back to the phone and see if it fixed the problem. The problem was error 2 in 3U tools and 4013 in iTunes when restoring, and before that it was a boot looping problem, and restoring wouldn't finish. So after testing a few points around the board, we decided it was the NAND, and I don't have a programmer, so Lee kindly offered to program it for me, and we'll see if it does the trick. So let's get this off here. A quick look under the microscope. So this is the board. I took it off. It's a bit skanky with old Flux still, because we took it off and put it back on again just to test a few things. So now I'll clean this up first. Let's do that. Iron to warm up. Can you see that in the microscope view? Yeah, good. Using a BC2 on here for this. There's a little bit more heat transfer or thermal properties. It's already had leaded solder on it, so I don't really need to flush it. Okay, that's probably good enough. Wash that old Flux away. Hopefully it comes off its old Flux. When taking this off, they're underfilled, so you have to be careful scratching around the outside so you don't lift any extra components, and then also when you're scratching the underfill away from here, that you don't scratch any copper up. Otherwise it's better to put a mask, green mask down. Should be clean enough. Ready for the NAND. Yeah, that'll do. So let's reball this next. It's quite clean, but let's see if the solder balls will stick to it. Okay, give it a quick wipe with alcohol first. It's been all the way from, probably originally manufactured in China, then to USA where the phone was sold, then sent to Finland, and now from Finland this has been to Australia, then back to Finland again. So it's done quite a bit of travelling, this. Let's get a stencil. This is the wrong one. I need a stencil for the 5S. This one. This obviously isn't the right one either. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Right, so I'll just get my air on. Might get some paste. My secret stash of dry paste. Just lined up, yeah. This is pretty dried out. Probably about as dry as I want it to be. Not anymore. It's get difficult to work with then. really dry paste. I'll probably do it. There's enough there. In with the heat, low air. Too low heat. Go. Pop that out the stencil. Stencil a quick clean. Always do that after the alcohol. Get that flux off easier the next time. So look, yeah, I just need to reflow. Some flux on there. Do it. More air temperature, it's really low. Take my air up because I'm going to put it on the board next. Pretty even. Should do the trick. So, which is our pin 1 down here, and I believe on our A1's down there, so it must be this way around. Just double check that with the picture. Oh, it's already on, but there's no record of it. I'm pretty sure that's the right way. Do another one here. Yeah, it looks right. It's great orientation. So let's get some flux on there. This sits pretty close to the upper components, so, and it has big pads, so it's pretty easy to get back in the right place. Let's try that there. We need a bit more flux. In the camera view, heat that up. Keep away from that PMIC. Should be up there. Let it cool a little bit, and I'll give it a quick flush with the alcohol, and we'll give it a go. Yeah, they're good. I don't know if you could see that on the camera. Now we'll give it a test. Yeah, off. Get the this quick rinse. Before it cools down, so easier to wash the flux away that I've used. I think that's on there okay. Okie dokie, get the housing for this screen. So bad eyes, I need the microscope to get it in. Under there. Clip out the way. Here's me glasses, that'll make things easier. So, set in there, yeah. Okay, the battery connector. Let's put the screen before we put the battery connector on. Okay. Backlight is on. Maybe it's discharged. Let's plug it in, see what happens. Device connected. No. Okay, it's in recovery mode, DFU mode. Okay, we're going to do close iTunes. Let's see if I can get this onto the screen so you can see. Here. So let's go to Flash. Let's try this one. I have to download it. Thought I had it already. I'll be back when it finishes downloading. 83%. %. Slow Apple servers, no doubt. Come on, almost there. 99. Yay. last percent is probably an hour long, yeah. Okie pokey. Verify it. Stay on target. Come on, come on, come on. Verify already. Verification. Stand by. Okay, flash time. Let's give it a whirl. This looks like it's going further than it went before. There we can see progress. Exciting stuff. I wish I had one of these programmers. It would make life easier, but I don't get enough of these to warrant getting one yet, so this is nice anyway to see how this system works. It's funny that some software error can cause this kind of situation. You need to desolder the chip from the board, the memory chip, and reprogram it because of some corruption, and then solder it back to the board. I mean, really you should be able to do that through the lightning port if you think about it. Just seems to be working quite well so far. It's definitely much further than it went before. I think it's going to be fine. Well, thanks for that, Lee. It looks like it did the job. I'll keep touching wood though, just in case. I think I have to edit this and speed this part up a little bit. Yeah, and then actually it's a shame that it didn't arrive before I had got this new toy, which is a preheater, and this has been actually proving itself quite handy to take off the underfill and overfill around the chips and make it much easier to pull the chips without pulling pads. I mean, this is a good system because you can fit like any boards in here, not just the iPhone boards. You can use it for taking the FPC connectors off the board. They just slide off the board. If you want to harvest from another board, it's much easier than using hot air. Then there's this is a iPad mini board. These also fit in here very nicely, so it's not just for iPhone. This one, where you've seen some around that they only fit an iPhone board in, logic board on there. Well, that is better for other things. This has its pluses and its minuses. I don't like this clamping system. It's not good for ideal for every situation, but I guess there's nothing stopping me from drilling some holes into this and threading them and putting some other clamp points in. But for the price, this is amazing. I mean, I've seen these as cheap as $50 on AliExpress. But they certainly make a much easier time to deal with underfill mainly, and I mean, I like it for harvesting the parts off boards. There's no risk really at all of damaging them with hot air, or if you need hot air, you need very little just to finish it off, slide it off. Maybe I can do a demo of that next time. And there's our flash, it's done. Let's take a look, put this into full view. Now this should be booting up. It's still doing some file things. But yeah, if you haven't used a preheater yet, I definitely recommend trying it. I mean, still it adds another few things to do when you're working, so it does add a bit of time sometimes using that. So quite often I don't, unless I really have to use it, then I'll use it. But otherwise I'll just work on the bare board without the preheater. Wait for this to fully boot up so you can see it's actually working. Now it's in normal mode on the screen here. I can add in this see if it comes here yet. To normal mode here. Ooh, 78% battery. That's not good. That's better to just do the trick. We got our IMIE number, serial number, ECID number. So that looks all good to me. Let's wait for it to finish this booting. iTunes is telling me there's no SIM card in the phone. Really? Well, yeah, I haven't put it in yet. Maybe it's telling me I'm holding it wrong also. Is it this way or is it this way? I don't remember now. Well, it's on full line. Will it start? Little teeny weeny percent to go. It's so slow. Must be because of the battery. Beep beep. Makes nice vibrating in my hands. Hello! How are you? Yeah, touch is working. Push the home button doing it. Ta-da! Yeah. What is Finland? Under F, no doubt. Yeah, yeah. Setting language. No, don't put it to finish. I'll put it to finish then, whatever. Ah, it's still in English. Good. Okay. So, there we go. It's done and working. So, that's that. Thank you again, Lee, for programming the NAND for me. That's awesome. I know that works now. And thanks for watching.